Welcome to the Pretty Red ENT Show. It's your girl goddess Nikita, aka Pretty Red ENT. And I'm just sending love and light out into the whole entire world. And if no one told you they loved you today, just know that I love you, okay? You know what? I kind of want to talk about something, okay? And I don't, you know, y'all know I'm a little special and I'm a little sensitive. I don't lie about my sensitivity. Like, I don't care who you are, where I'm at. Y'all know I'm sensitive, okay? So lately, what I've been hearing from older people, when I'm saying older, I'm talking about my teacher's like 70. The person that just said something to me today was my great aunt. And so I'm a person, like, I always take heed when somebody say something and it's like the same thing. And I'm like, hold on. Why is it that when we speak out as younger people, some of the older people always be like, oh, I don't think you need to say that at this time. Like, why I gotta stop talking? Why I gotta stop being me? You feel me? Like, why do I have to stop doing my job? What happened? My job is to speak. And so here you go try to tell me to stop doing something that is my purpose. And so I was like, that's really crazy that someone would try to tell me that I shouldn't say what I'm saying to someone else. Like, you will not get that off. Like, I used to accept that back in the day. Like, oh, you know what, Keita? This is not the time and the place to have this conversation. You won't get that off today in 2023 with me? No. You will not get that off of me. Like, and I really humbly mean that respectfully and disrespectfully, okay? I am not made to put here to go along with the norm. I know this isn't the norm. So I was having a conversation and some things happened today, transpired, okay, guys? And so I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I only added you to the email because, you know, I just wanted to be a dick for real, because they were adding people to the email. So I added people. But I know what I'm doing, but what you're not going to tell me is I shouldn't do that. You shouldn't tell people this. You shouldn't tell people that. No, I'm here to wake people up. Okay? Like, no, get up. Rise, people. Rise. And I was telling my great aunt, I was like, listen, I know what this school doing. You feel me? They think that I was trapped in with them. I'm not trapped in there with them. They trapped in there with me. And so when you trapped in there with me and when I start to like Arian, and when I start to being that Aries with that / Virgo, yeah, all right, I holler at you, baby. Peace up, A-Town down. When I start to Arian, yeah, when an Aries start to Arian, okay? When we start to Aries, the Arian, okay? I would just say, I will sit this one out. Like, no lie. Like, so I was like, you know what? I'm cool. But what I will tell you is that, you know, if you think in your mind that my family wasn't here and that my family wasn't slaves, they was like sometimes the things and the veils that be put on people, yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with it. That's only if you are able and you're ready to be conscious. I'm already conscious. This my land. What are you talking about? It's my family land. What are you talking about? These are the natives' lands. Like, I'm native to this land. My family's native. So I won't be quiet. You're here with me. So when we as a collective wake up and we start coming for the government like, hell on. Y'all we thought we was trapped here with y'all? No, y'all trapped here with us. That's black, brown, white, whoever. Like, if you trying to rise and wake up humanity, you trying to like do something, come out of the matrix, guess what happens? You got to rise up. You got to let people know we are not trapped in here with y'all. Y'all trapped in here with us, because what a lot of people don't know is that they were trying to keep us trapped in this realm. Like, and I remember I was having a conversation with this guy named Mike. I shout out to him. Like, I call him Kroger Mike. Okay. I met Mike. Mike is so funny. He's like, I'm ancient. I'm like, you ancient? I'm like, all right, whatever. But nah, for real. But me and Mike was having a very great conversation one day, and he was like, they're trapped. They try to trap us. Like, we need to be free. There's people here that's born and that's woke, that's waking up, that's rising up. We here to free everybody. Nah, baby, we ain't finna be stuck here no more. Whoever want to be stuck, you be stuck. The only way to free yourself from this realm, guys, this matrix, this stimulation, you got to open your heart. Open up your portal. Your heart portal is the biggest portal in your body. Are you serious? If your heart chakra is open, your heart chakra can go, I think it's like up to, like, people can, like, I'm going to just give y'all an example for me. When I first opened up my heart portal, and I mean, like, oh, man, if you knew me for real, like, because you'll probably be like, oh, man, she was really loved. But I'm talking about, like, when I really opened it up. People could feel me like, I could be in my house and about to walk down the street, and people can feel me, like, clear down the street and knew I was coming without me stating that I was coming down the street. Like, for real, guys, like, that's how big your heart portal is. Like, and that was me just touching it. That was me just removing one thing out of my heart portal. Like, nah, baby, I'm cool. But for real, guys, it's time to wake up. I demand you to rise. Like, you have to return to love. And some people think, like, oh, you can get around that. Like, no, you cannot. You have to love. Like, you can't be on this planet without loving. That's disrespectful to Mother Earth. Okay? Like, that's her requirement to be here on her planet. To be here in her avatar. You got to love. So at any time you're not being loving, lovable, in love, you're not doing what you're supposed to do when you're being here with Mother Earth. So, guys, like, you gotta rise up. You gotta be who you are destined to be. You have to be powerful. You gotta know your worth. Never let someone ever tell you that you're not worthy. Get up. Stop doing the same things, guys. Like, listen, I don't know who this for. How you gonna keep doing the same things and think you're gonna keep getting different results? You feel me? You're trying to do 1 + 1 and then you keep doing 3. And then it's 4, then it's 5. Like, no, baby, you need to go ahead and do something different. Scratch it. You feel me? Erase it. I remember I was drawing my picture and I was telling my teacher, I was like, man, you know what? I just want to start over. He's like, no, don't start over. He's like, matter of fact, just erase it. I was like, I can erase it? He was like, yeah, just erase it and add on to it. Once you start to shade it and everything, like, yeah, like, do that. And I was like, wow, you know what? You're right. I should go ahead and do that. But what I will not do, guys, and I have to be honest, like, and I tell this to people all the time. What I will not do is just sit back anymore. If I know something, I got to say it. I'm going to say it. I don't care. At this point, it's like a part of me is like a switch just got turned on. Like, boop. You ready? I've been saying already, but y'all ready? Y'all ready to do this work? Y'all ready to get out of the stimulus? Y'all ready to wake up, guys? Like, real talk. Like, wake up and wake up to love. Love is the only thing that's real on this planet. Love. Everything else is just fake. It's a stimulus. Like, you feel me? Like, wake up to love. That's the only way you can free yourself. Like, hey, I can talk to you too. My face is blue. Like, but you have to understand that you have to wake up to love. Like, so here, I'm going to give y'all suggestions to do. Try this. Look in the mirror, morning time. Okay. As soon as you wake up, say it 3 times. I am love. I am loving. And I'm lovable. Do it at lunch, and then do it at dinner, and then do it at bed. Do that for the next 5 days. And then tell me, come back to my post on my webpage and tell me how your life is, because your cells, your brain should feel that vibration. It's going to start programming that in your DNA. It's going to start programming that in your brain. It's going to turn something else on in you. You're going to be like, whoa, it's powerful. I remember I was telling this girl she was having a hard time dealing with some things. I'm like, you know what? Try this affirmation. I am love, I am loving, and I'm lovable. What this affirmation does is, one, it says, I am just period, point blank, I'm just love. I'm just pure bliss, love, and light. Just love. 2 is you say, I am lovable, which means that you're telling the universe, I am willing to receive love. Okay? I'm willing to receive it. Then what you need to say is, I am I am loving, which means you are willing to give love. You're now on a higher frequency just by saying those 3 affirmations, period, point blank. Guys, like, you gotta love yourself. Like, people always ask me, like, how do you do what you do? That's one of the first affirmations, guys, I can say I started out with. I know that works. Try it for a whole month and see how your life changes. Like, you'll be like, whoa. And then as soon as I said that, my TV just did a whole flash, like, I'm telling you, your life will go like super fast. Like, guys, if you're releasing stuff, getting rid of things, and you're doing the things you about to be, like, you're just releasing anything that no longer serves you. And you're like telling yourself, I am on my highest timeline. I am on my highest timeline. I'm telling you, the more you release, the more you do healing work, the more you do shallow work, you're going to be, if you're really tuned in, it's going to be like, it's going to be like you're moving at a very fast pace. I don't know what's going on, but only thing I can tell y'all is this is a known fact. I was just saying this the other day, that when you do the release work, some of the most powerful things that I do is, what can I tell y'all? I just noticed, like, how I felt like it was this day. I think I was saying this not too long ago on the other podcast, but how I felt like it was, I know what day it was, but I really thought it was a few days ahead as soon as I did release work. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm releasing and boom, I'm just flying. Like, when I say flying, I'm flying at a high speed, fast. So then I get on Facebook and this one spiritual group I'm in, it's not that many people in there, but I kind of like it because Shorty, she cold. The girl who started the group, but one of my soul sisters from Vegas, she put me in there. She was like, hey, but I like it. Everybody in there is saying the same thing because they all do release work. Like, you get what I'm saying? I love people who do release work. Like, baby, you want to do release work? Hit me up. I got you. I will help participate. But nah, seriously, all jokes aside, guys, like, she was doing that and I'm like, man, she's like, I don't know what's going on, but she's like, we jumping timelines fast. Like, I ain't never jumped timelines that fast. I'm like, I know. And it was like full speed forward, like, whew. Like, on some Aries moving forward. Like, if I had a space shuttle, that's how I'd be leaving this planet right now. I'm telling you, like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I was talking to God. I was like, I know I got a job I'm supposed to do, but these people just evil. Like, I'm ready to go home. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. They too far gone for me. And I was like, you ain't gotta leave. You can't leave yet. I'm like, no, I'm ready to go. But nah, guys, like, seriously, do that release work. I also got y'all know what I was saying about my energy I feel like this weekend for them to be hot and steamy. I don't know. Like, but love is really in the air, guys. Like, it's about to be a full moon. I've been feeling this full moon since, let me be correct. Y'all know I like to be politically correct when I talk on here. And I say it politically because I like to say it like that. All right. So I've been feeling the full moon's energy since the 30th. This full moon for the be, baby, it's beautiful. Go ahead and release. I'm about to make some candles. Guys, tap in. Make sure you follow me on Facebook at the Sense of a Goddess. I do sell candles, spiritual need candles, and just my candles smell really good. And if you I do make chakra candles too. So if you got problem with anxiety too, I got candles for that. For my people who got that anxiety, but nah, I'm just telling you, really, guys, just tap in to you. Get to know you better. What makes you happy? And do that. And I keep getting this big white flash on my TV. This is crazy. This is for somebody. So if you've been seeing many flashes, is what I'm going to take this as a sign, because I ain't never seen it. And please believe I meditate all the time. If you've been seeing many flashes, somebody might have been seeing flashes out of the side of their eye and nobody's there. This is for you. Do that release work with love. Baby, you about to be whoop. I'm telling you, I know this is true. I've been going through cleaning everything, getting rid of everything old. Man, I could tell the energy. Guys, listen to this. Pick up a shirt, pants, whatever. Say for instance, you had it for some years. But do it with something that somebody else bought you that you no longer cool with. And pick up the energy and see how that is. I'm telling you, it's to the point where somebody bought me something, right? It was I forgot what kind of outfit it was. I don't know if it was a dress or a whole piece. It was something. But somebody bought me this. Next thing I know, I pick it up and I'm the energy was so heavy on it to the point where I was nah, it's going out. Then once I took it out my closet was I was what is going on? No. Okay, I can feel that. I can see that. For real, guys. Cleanse your energy, cleanse your space. Release anything that's no longer serving you. Some stuff, if it's older than 5 years, just get rid of it. Get all new stuff. Let the new things go. I was on Facebook and it was the more you release, the more new things can come in. And that's even with mental stuff, guys. You hold on to this and hold on to that mentally. Imagine if you just LIG it, let it go. Oh, this person hurt me. Imagine you just let it go. Forgive them. I forgive them. Let them go. You free up space in your brain. So now new things can come to you. So if you're wondering hey, you know what? I can't. I was just listening to somebody on Snapchat that some dude was saying that he said that he didn't think that he could find the person that's for him. I was well, you got to know that you are. Because if you say that you can't, then you won't. You got to know and speak it into existence. I know I'm going to meet the person for me. And so it is so, and so shall it be, and so shall it always was. Was good. Okay? You gotta, for real, when you speak and you're speaking things into your life, speak it with authority. A lot of people don't teach y'all that, the people who are powerful manifestors, powerful people who do certain things like that. I speak that into existence so crazy, and I use a certain tone. Guys, you use a tone. Speak it into existence. It'll come, fast. Oh, okay. Oh. one person's like, oh. But speak it into existence. Like, that's crazy. Like, I refuse. I refuse to not, like, speak what I want. You can't tell me what to say, how to say it. But I'm just trying to help you out, for real, for real. But guys, I the only thing I really want to make sure I like clarify with y'all, like, this weekend is about to be beautiful, guys. Like, there might be somebody about to get pregnant this week. I don't know why pregnancy is all in the air like that. Like, that is dangerous. It's like, nah, I'm just playing. But I do feel like somebody's going to get pregnant this weekend. But there's going to be some hot energy, hot and steamy energy. Like, and it's not like hot, like musty. Nothing, because, you know, people always want to be funny. But no, like hot and steamy. Like, that hot, passionate sex. Like, oh my gosh. Like, guys, like, y'all know I'm abstinent. So I don't know. Like, it ain't for me at all. But I do know, like, I can feel the energy for the weekend. And it's like, ugh. Run my mouth. I'm gonna, That, LMI or LMA is called Run My Mouth. Somebody needs to listen to that. Somebody, And I know who this for because I see you popping up like with the looking eyes on my life. Yeah, it is for you. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. Like, y'all need to tap on in. You know what I want to tell people? Go ahead and do the things that they said that you can't do. Take a leap of faith. A lot of y'all don't know, like, when it comes to, like, your luck, which is the planet of Jupiter is how I see that. So where is Jupiter at in your birth chart? Like, because I help people, like, use that energy and how to, like, tap into it. Like, what's your zodiac sign? Like, is your Jupiter, prime example, if your Jupiter is in Aries, man, you can basically just freestyle and just be successful. That's it. Taking risks. Doing with, like, really being brave, being bold. Okay. Now, if your Jupiter, say for instance, is in like, let me see. Let me see. But let me see the tongue ring. Okay. I don't know why I'm challenging that, but it's somebody freaky on here. If your Jupiter is in, let's say Pisces, okay? Like, what you need to do is dream. Anything you dream of, and you're using your emotions and intuition, you're going to manifest that depending on which house it's in, okay? So house and everything makes sense, but I'm teaching you how to, like, activate this energy, okay? Like, so imagine, you know what I might do for, like, an episode? I think I might, like, do some birth chart readings, so that way I can teach people, like, tell them certain things, how to activate the energy, so that way y'all can actually, like, see me in action when I do the birth chart readings. But that's what you would basically have to do if your Jupiter is in Pisces. And guys, just because your sun sign is Pisces, that does not mean that every other planet is Pisces. Your moon signs, it could be a Pisces, but it can't, or it won't be. You feel me? Like, you have to, like, get to know yourself on a deeper level. Like, I told this person, I said, so I need to know your sun, moon, Mars, and Mercury. He was like, why? I was like, because I need to know, like, how you gonna react when you get angry. How do you communicate when you get angry? Like, because do I need to check that attitude or not? For real. Like if you an astrologer like me, or you know, you know like your planets, I would suggest that you go ahead and when you meet people, ask them that. Like, what's your Mars? What's your Mercury? Those are two important planets. Like that's your aggression. Mars is your drive. Mars even teach you how people get mad. Like how when they get upset, what's gonna happen? Imagine you dealing with somebody with Mars and Aries. Like what? Man, sit that down. And if it's in the Aries house, I wouldn't even touch that. I will go around. You know what, bro? I'm cool. I ain't even dealing with you right now. I'll holler at you when you're feeling a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? But also, you can have like this. You can have like Mars. So some people have like, I don't want to say that. Some people have Mars and Cancers. Okay, let's talk about this Cancer sign. Okay, let's talk about it. Shots fired. So if you got Mars and Cancer, whew, baby, that's kind of dangerous. That's another person I sit out for. Cause like Cancers, they just as evil as Aries people. But your Mars being in Cancer, that means that when you get mad, you emotional. You can be emotional, and when you're emotional, you don't have no filter to where you will go. Oh, there's no limit to where you can go. Especially if you crying. What? Like, oh no, you gonna fuck somebody up. I'm cool, baby. You got it, girl. You got it. You got it, girl. You got it. I'm good, love, and joy. No. But say, for instance, you got somebody, their Mercury, okay, and how they communicate. So this is what I'm saying. So say, for instance, their Mars is in Aries and their Mercury is in, let's just say Virgo, okay? That means that their mouth is pretty damn sharp and they're going to analyze. Like when they get mad, they going to analyze you so crazy because Mercury is Virgo rules kind of Mercury. So it's a planet that do that. So you're kind of, woo, that's going to be tough right there. Like Mercury and Virgo and their Mars is in Aries. Jesus. That means when they get mad, they start talking. They about to cut you up. I'm telling y'all, because this Aries and Virgo, man, when I be that Aries Virgo wedding, yeah, you be all right. I'll say, you know what? I'll let you peace up, A-Town down. Like I don't want to smoke. You got it. You got it, girl. You got it. Hey, because my friends will tell you, they don't even like when I get upset, bro. They be like, you know what? I would just do that for her because she goes too far. Like, we can't stop her. We just gonna just let her go. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But not for real, guys. Like know yourself on a deeper plane. Like, take the time out to know yourself. Like, for real. Because basically, you know, I always take my time and what's that? Like I would say this. I didn't know me until I knew me. I couldn't understand like why I couldn't heal correctly. Like at first. But then once I learned my birth chart and I learned that my emotions was a Virgo, I said, oh, baby. I'm going about this all around my whole entire life, okay? So now I got to get it right. So that past life is over with. So once I learned that my emotions was a Virgo, I was reborn again. And I started to deal and heal my emotions as a Virgo. And I ain't been broke in a minute. You heard Tori. I ain't been broke in a minute. I ain't been broke in a minute. And it's like, and now let me show you how that goes. I was like, all right. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go there. Like, say for instance, one of my friends, they really wasn't a good friend to me, right? They was on some fraud stuff, and I'm like, you know what? Like, this is crazy. I cannot believe that you just did this. So me, what I would take this as, and I would just analyze it. Well, how do I feel about them trying to play me? And I was like, you know what? I ain't like it. Like, why didn't you like it? And so I started analyzing, like, so what do I start going like each part and analyzing it, because that's what, like, technically Virgos analyze everything. So I'm analyzing my whole emotions. Like, why do I feel this way? Like, oh, okay. You know what? Yeah, baby. Like, this is why I'm mad for real. Like, or this is why I'm upset. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, once you learn what rules your emotions, your moon sign is your emotions. Once you learn what rules your emotions, if you're doing healing work, it's going to change everything. Because I was trying to heal as an Aries, just let stuff go. like, but no, baby. When it came time to do that healing work, and then bam, came out, and I was like, you know what? Baby got something right there. Baby got smoke. And everything came back up, all these emotions. And I turned it off. Because you got to understand, shout out to my BFF. Shout out to Slick Babes. He taught me the game. He taught me like how to like turn my emotions off. Because I had him on at full time, just really tapped in. He told me how to turn it off and become this player person, and was like, did it caught up with me? And I'm like, no. And it caught up with me bad, but I ain't too mad about it now. Like, I done healed, guys. Like, it's a beautiful thing. I'm telling y'all, come join the heal team, okay? Come join the team. It's okay to heal. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to cry. Even as a man, you need to learn how to cry. I know that in this world, they teach you have to not to cry, not to be emotional. No, y'all need to cry. Half the time, that's the problem. But let me tell you about tears and what tears do. Okay? And this is the one thing. If you don't take anything that I say, take this, because this is the realest thing I ever spoke. So the realest thing I ever spoke, guys, is this. When you cry, right? What happens is say, for instance, somebody tried to, prime example, somebody tried to make you blind and couldn't see. So imagine you crying, and now you can clearly see because the tears is now wiping everything away in your eyes. So when you cry, your eyes get real watery, okay? And then the tears come down. What that's doing is removing anything to the point where you can't see, and now you have clarity. That's what people really scared about. Okay. So when you cry, you get the clarity and you can see things that you probably haven't been able to see in a very long time. And it's like, you know what? If I didn't cry, I wouldn't even got this. I wouldn't even know or been able to see this part of that. Like, I'm telling y'all, cry it out. Like, and people talk about, oh, what's that song by Megan? She's like, I'll never be crying in the car. Man, I done sat in the car plenty of times and cried. Like, I'm not listening to your rap, but girl, bye. I done sat in the car plenty of times and cried. And, you know, like, whatever happened after that was whatever happened after that. But, you know, and I remember, like, when I used to fight a lot when I was younger, I used to, you know, cry too. But when I used to get upset, when I get upset, sometimes I cry really bad. And then, like, when I'm speaking from my heart space, guys, I really be crying too. But y'all know I'm sensitive. I don't care what they talking about. I'm sensitive. But I'm just trying to help y'all out. Even if you're like not as sensitive as me, but maybe sometimes, maybe whoever I'm talking to, maybe you do need to tap in and be sensitive. Because when you cry, you can see things. People feel like they can just skip this part and do everything else, but not do this. No, baby, go back. Cry that out. Get that out of you. Release anything that's no longer serving you. Release those emotions. When you cry, you're releasing. You're releasing water. You're releasing hurt. You're releasing fear. You're releasing anything that's no longer serving you in that situation. You get what I'm saying? Or even if you're crying tears of joy, like, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm just happy. Like, you're expressing to yourself, I love you. I love you, body. I love you. I love you, spirit. I love you. And I don't want to say this to me. Like, I love you, Nikita. I love you, goddess Nikita. Feel me? Like, I love you, baby. I love you, pre-red ENT. But no, all jokes aside, guys, like, really release and do the things that you need to do. There's no reason for you to, like, not cry. Like, tap into your emotions. Even if you're a guy, like, take a second. Like, sit down outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, be by yourself and just sit there and cry and see what I'm talking about. You ain't even got to write it on my post. Like, if you know, DM me. Tell me how you feel. You feel me? If you don't want to write it on a website, like, on the episode. Just tap in. Tell me how you feel for real. Like, guys, it'd be okay. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, I was in Aries. I didn't cry. My best friend died in 2014. I didn't cry from 2014 until I had my spiritual awakening, until I gained my Christ conscious at 33. Didn't cry. Like, I was like that hurt to the point where, you know, if you are Aries, you know, I was thugging it. My emotions was off. Like, so, like, bro, was I hurt? I was real hurt. My best friend died. I'll be telling people, like, you can't use that against me. I remember some girl spiritually was trying to mess with me. My best friend, like, dude, I cry all the time. I miss him. But some days you might try to think you try to, hold on. Y'all, I got to make sure I let y'all know this. Hold on, because this is funny. Hold on. For real. It's like, this girl, she was trying to mess with me spiritually, like, to try to, like, you know, fuck with him. And I'm like, one time, like, she called me and she's like, oh, so you all right? I'm like, what do you mean I'm all right? And then she's like, you ain't crying? I was like, no. I'm actually upset right now. Like, my best friend left me. Why the hell would he leave me for? What is going on with this man? Like, we need to have a whole conversation, baby. What you doing? Why did you leave me? I be like, I was going through the emotion. I was going through a grieving process. Like, I'm telling you, when I unlocked my heart and it was like, you know, my best friend was the reason why, like, you know, it was turned off and stuff. And I'm like, man, once I started dealing with my emotions, I went on a rant for 6 months on Facebook. Like, I cried for 6 months straight for that man. Like, I was crying. I went through a whole grieving process. I was happy. I was crying. I was sad. I was just everything. Any emoji that you have in an iPhone, I was that. I'm like, man, I can't even have sex with you. Like, these niggas don't know how to have sex. Like, I was going off. Like, what? Like, oh my gosh, what's really going on? Like, man, I can't even. You said you would always love me and come get me. Why the hell did you leave me? I need answers. Like, and I was like crying because I really wanted answers. Like, it was like, I really wanted to talk to him and like, tell me why you left me. Like, what was, you know, like, I don't know if y'all know the story about my best friend, but how he left out, but I'm lightweight upset because, like, if I would have known he was like that, like, you know, I just would have been down there with him. Like, you feel me? Like, spending like his last moments with him. I'm salty. Like, cause then they said he was laying there by himself. Like, what the fuck you mean he was laying there by himself? Like, what? Why y'all ain't nobody telling me what's going on? I'm gonna be frustrated, guys. So it'd be like, but the girl, she was like spiritually trying to mess with me. And then I was like, dude, you can't really mess with me with him. Like, you do know that is a whole demon you fucking with me with, right? Like, and so, like, if at any time he's turn up on you, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't even think your ancestors won't smoke with that. And so that's what I'll be telling people, like, at some point, like, you got to understand, like, I am a love and light worker, but I'm okay with walking in the dark. I walked on the dark side before. So you got to understand, I know dark people. Dark energies. Like, yeah, what are you talking about? You don't know who guard people? So I always tell people, like, you got to be careful. Like, what happened if this particular person got dark and light people guarding them? And you send a dark entity after them, a dark entity, like friends with this dark entity, like, no, you can't mess with her. Like, I'm here protecting her. What do you want to do? And they're like, oh, dang. And now you owe this entity something. Because you done sent some, like, what? That was dumb. I wouldn't even waste my time. But so then when I called her out on it, because y'all know, like, sometimes, like, y'all got to call people out on, and this is like I guess a spiritual talk for y'all. You got to call people out spiritually. I said, so you do know that you can't make me upset about my best friend, right? Like, I was like, were you like trying to communicate with him or something? Because, you know, I can communicate with him for real in real life. Like, so I'm really confused. Like, are you trying to summon this man? Because I don't know if you want to do that. I suggest that you don't. I suggest you walk away and like find something else different. But I think a lot of people don't understand is like I'm on guru level now, so it's like I'm not coming out of what I'm doing meditation, so I'm really confused on what's going on. You're really not doing nothing, harming anything about me. And that's what I think a lot of y'all need to know is that, like, you are protected. Why would you think that you wasn't protected? Like, every night you go to sleep, you got, what can I say? Like, every night when you go to sleep, right? If your angels and ancestors walk around with you every day, why would you think that they wouldn't be with you while you go to sleep? Like, you're acting crazy. Like, guys, like, for real, think about that. If your angels and ancestors walk around with you every single day, why would you not think that they will walk with you when you go to sleep? So you think you just by yourself? Like, no lie. Like, you got to know you protected. The only way to accept protection is to know that you are protected. Don't never let somebody tell you that you're not protected. Because this is not that at all. Like, this is not that at all. Okay? So I really mean that. Like, I'm a person where it's like, hey, you know, when people are like, how you doing? I'm blessed, highly favored, divinely blessed and protected. What's up with you? Some people don't like that answer, but some people do. They respect it. I don't know why I'm saying the things I say sometimes when people ask me how I'm doing. It might just be that my spiritual body's on defense mode. Half the time, guys, like, I know when I'm okay, when I'm safe by the things that I'm saying out of my mouth. Y'all don't understand. Like, I could be in a situation, I'd be like, oh, okay, like, this is what happened. And next thing I know, like, I'm this calm, cool, collective person, and it's like, this fresh breath of air. Then next thing you know, you might hear a whole madman come out of me. I'm like, what's good, bro? Like, you all right? That's letting me know spiritually somebody energy off. Ain't got nothing to do with me. They energy off, and I need to be on high alert. I remember one day I was sitting somewhere. Like, no lie, this is a real true story, guys. Like, y'all gotta tap in and pay attention for real. I remember one day I was sitting somewhere, and next thing I know, I hear something like, hey, look, you need to get up. And then I didn't get up. I just sat there. Next thing I know, they was like, listen, you got one more time. And then I actually knew who the voice was, and it freaked me out. I'm like, hold on, bro. Like, how you over here talking to me? Like, literally, my friend said, listen, I'm going to make something happen over here, but you need to get up because it's about to be something going down and you don't need to be here to see what's about to go down. So what I'm going to do is these people are going to argue and I know it's going to make you upset. Just get up. walk away. This is your sign. Literally. Something happened, like somebody like threw something or dropped something on somebody. They freaked out. You know, I'm sorry, guys. Like, but black people, we guilty of the John Doe crime. Like, you drop something on our shoe, oh, we might want to hit. Okay? So something happened, somebody dropped something on somebody's shoe, and bam. And it was like a guy and a girl, and they got into it. And so I was like, all right, that's my sign. I was like, you know what? I'm about to go home, guys. Like, I'll holler at y'all. Soon as I walked out the door, get in my car, and I go home, next thing I know is I arrive at my door. The moment I lock my door, my phone rings, and they said that they started shooting. I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, Heavenly Mother. Thank you, angels, ancestors, sacred ones, everybody for blessing me and keeping me protected. Sometimes you got to listen to y'all spirit. Like, real talk, like, listen to your spirit. At all times, your spirit would never lead you wrong. Listen to your spirit. If you get a feeling in the inside of you to, like, not go out. I'm a person like, hey, I won't go out. I'm not going somewhere that's dangerous. One way in and one way out there, even a back patio. Nah, baby, I'm cool. You got it, girl. You got it. I don't like that scene. I like to be somewhere where I know I'm comfortable at. I'm going to be good, but I'm not in the club scene anymore. I'm over that. I done did that, done that, been there. Like, it's a stimulus for people. I went out because my friends like to go out, but went out Pretty Red ENT when I was younger. Yeah, I did that for me. Okay, I was out here. Like, my name is Pretty Red ENT is well known in the 50 states of the United States. 50 states. People know me as Pretty Red ENT. I remember I came down to Tennessee and I went out. Next thing I know, they were on a mic like Pretty Red ENT in a building. I was like, period. Who said that? I went to Atlanta. They shouted me out, Pretty Red ENT team. I went to Texas, and that's where a lot of the Pretty Red ENT people from, besides myself, like, you know, because I am the CEO, the founder of Pretty Red ENT. Pretty Red ENT is me. So if you know people that got Pretty Red ENT, they're representing me. It's my brand. Pretty Red ENT is me, guys. Like, hey, since I came out the womb, my dad's family called me Pretty. You know, Red is came from the High Rise, if you know me from the High Rise. And I'm just gonna laugh. If you know me from the High Rise, for real. And everybody used to call me Red because I'm real red bone. Like, the sun come out, I don't get darker, I just turn red. And ENT is because I'm entertainment. What? You acting crazy. This is entertaining right now, okay? So it became a movement. And I'm like, bro, if you want to be a part of Pretty Red ENT, like, you got to be willing to just be entertainment, be love. Just be happy. You know, get money, like, create my old team. Like, shout out to my best friend, you know what I'm saying? Like, Slick babe, Slick, I love him. Like, for real, because Slick helped me establish this. So it was like, hey, like, Pretty Red ENT became a movement. There's guys that, like, hold on, there's like 3 guys with Pretty Red ENT tattooed on them. And it's like, is it a movement? It is a movement. It's about being love. It's about being fun. It's really about tapping into your inner child, about doing the things you like and what makes you happy from the inside and be unapologetic about it. Like how Megan does the hot girl stuff. That's what Pretty Red ENT basically is. It's just toned up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm entertainment. I remember every time I used to say ENT, people used to think I was a stripper. I said, why I gotta be a stripper? Why can't I just be entertainment? You know, the definition of entertainment is what I'm doing right now. I'm talking to you, entertaining you. So this is it. So this is ENT. This is entertainment. Anytime you talk to me, you're going to get entertainment. You feel me? Brr. But nah, that's real though. And a lot of people don't know like where Pretty Red ENT came from. That's where Pretty Red ENT came from. And I used to say it because every time I said Pretty Red ENT, it'd juice me up. It'd just turn it up. And, you know, but actually Pretty Red ENT. Guys, really Pretty Red. See, I was really about, when it come to like sexual talk, I was really about taking souls during sex. Like, you're out of there. Like, I had like a particular thing, the way how I ride men that I did. And I was very good at what I did. It was thebomb.com. Okay. And so that's what I got to say. Like, that's how Pretty Red he came into place. And I remember I was riding, actually I was riding this dude that got my name tattooed on him. And he was like, that was the first time we had sex. He was like, I rode him, and I had that is like my favorite riding style. I know guaranteed you ain't gonna last that one. What? He was like, Pretty motherfucking Red ENT. He's like, yeah, Pretty Red ENT. Like, yeah, that's a Pretty Red ENT moment right here. And he's like, and this is what you should call it, like, anytime. And so it became a part of like my sexual body. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a real story. I know I don't fake the front. I don't lie. Like, I just can't. I'm just a realist like that. I got to be honest with people. So, but guys, yeah, like, be you. Be who you're destined to be. Don't be nobody else. But for real, that's what Pretty Red ENT stand for. And I know that nobody else in the world is Pretty Red ENT. I'm the first person who got it. And I got it copyrighted. Guaranteed. Been having it copyrighted since I got my tattoo. You want to go there? There's proof, dates, time stamps, all that. Like, you feel me? And then, like, I am the original Pretty Red ENT. You can't be Pretty Red ENT without coming to me. But some people were like, well, it's only light-skinned people. I'm like, technically, there's more dark-skinned people that's Pretty Red ENT. There's 2 white girls with Pretty Red ENT on them. That ain't got nothing to do with it. It's about being real. It's about really being loved, bro. Like, if you're not loved, like, and I guess I always been like that. But if you're not loved, guys, like, you're not really going to be able to tap into the movement, the Pretty Red ENT movement. But Pretty Red ENT just doing what I'm doing right now. But just toned up. But just toned up with an upgrade. Hey, what an upgrade. What an upgrade. Y'all know me. I love dancing. Also, guys, like, get up. If you feel like your energy's just off, like you just in this mood, maybe somebody's sending you something, or maybe it's the universe trying to tell you to get up. Get up. Dance. Move around. Do something that you love to do and change your energy. That's what I do all the time. Like, bro, if I feel like, I just don't know why I'm in this funk, I either go to sleep, restart my day over. Because sometimes I be so upset. When I'm upset and I'm like, hot, I just be like, I'm about to go to bed. I'll holler at y'all in a second. Like, let me get some rest. Or I might be hungry. But if I'm just like in a stagnant energy, you know what I do? Get up, dance, move around. I just start boom, 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 boom. I love music, so it's like I'm up, I'm dancing, I'm moving around. Like, guys, like, get up. There's no reason for you not to get up. Get up, guys. Like, real talk. Get up. Change your energy. If you feel like, hey, this energy isn't you, make it be you. Give that energy back. Give it to the universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, hey, you know what? This energy just ain't right. It ain't me. Get up. Move around. Call your energy back. There ain't nothing wrong with that. The only problem is if you stay where you at. But get up, guys. Like, I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. Like, just to get up and be beautiful. Like, there are some things blossoming in people's life. It's for the, like, I feel like this is the time somebody's going to have a Cinderella story. I don't know who that's for, but I feel like this is time. It's like, I keep hearing, it's time. And then I got that message like, beep. It's time, guys. Like, whatever that is for, it's time. You know, I'm going to end this here. And I'm going to end this with this. Guys, download the I am, like I space AM app, affirmation. And set up notifications. It is a free app. Guys, like on, I know, in, what's that, in Apple Music or something like that? Apple Play Store. I know it is free. I don't know if it's free on Android because I don't have an Android. I only have Apple. But make a long story short, it is free. And download it and get your affirmations daily. Spirit sends messages through Apples, through like notifications. Yeah, your spiritual guides, your ancestors, your angels, they know how to tap in and do that, guys. Like, no lie. I ain't gonna lie to you and say, nah, they don't know how to do that. Yes, they do. I'm sorry to tell you. They do. They know how to tap in and give you a message. They need you to see something. They know how to make you see it. So I suggest that you download this app, guys, and just let affirmations come to you. Say it daily. Like, I really feel like I was listening today to one of my Soul Tribe members, and she was talking with some guy on live, and they were talking about like affirmations. And I gave out a thing like, maybe you should do affirmations for your emotions. Like, I think you should do affirmations according to what planet you're trying to target. Okay, guys, like, meaning if you're doing an affirmation, you're trying to do self-love or self-awareness, do that with your sun. If you're trying to tap more into your emotions, then do that with your moon sign. If you're trying to tap into luck, do affirmations with your sign of Jupiter. What planet, what sign rules your Jupiter? Okay. Like, I really feel like if you trying to like, get communication with a lover or call in a lover, I feel like you should target a lot of planets. Your Venus sign, whatever that is, do that affirmation for that. Remix it with the sun. You feel me? If you want the communication, then do your Mercury sign affirmation with that. Like, lead with that. Like, I'm going to do an episode what I'm talking about with that. I'm going to clarify like with my signs, and so y'all can hear how it would sound and different things like that. But I do want to help y'all out, but that's my suggestion to y'all, like, period, point blank. But guys, if no one told you they loved you today, just know that Pretty Red ENT loves you. Goddess Nikita, we love you, okay? Like, period. But for the most part, guys, I want to say, like, I'm wishing love for everybody. If you listen to this podcast, this episode, I'm wishing love for you, the most purest love and light. I'm wishing that you find someone who you don't have to speak your love language to or tell them how you need to be loved. They just know. They just know. Like, it's just unspoken. They got you. Okay, because this is your other half. But also, guys, remember, stay safe. Don't be too dangerous. Wear a condom, okay? I just slided that one in there. I know y'all probably gonna crack up laughing. Y'all know me, I'm funny. Make sure you wear a condom, guys. Wrap it up if you ain't trying to have no babies. But also wrap it up. The safe sex is the best sex. Or you'll turn around and get that I'm late text, okay? That's a Wheezy. Shout out to Wheezy F, baby. You feel me? For real, guys. So thanks for tuning in to the Pretty Red ENT show. I appreciate it. Sending y'all love and light. Make sure if you share my stuff and I go on social media and you shared it, just know that I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna pull up on you, or I'll mail you some stuff for sharing my podcast episode, or just share my podcast in general. If I know and I can see it, I definitely will come up with something, and I'll send you something for free. Remember, I'm doing it for 4 more days, guys. Also, I'm also doing a Valentine's Day giveaway. Make sure you listen. I think I'm going to drop it on, because it's Tuesday. So I'm going to be dropping the code word for the Valentine's Day gift basket. I got some treats, some cocoa butter, and some foot scrub, and probably some more other stuff, maybe some crystals or something. But That's all going to be given away on the 9th. I'm going to drop an episode. Whoever DMs the people who I like, put the stuff in there, you DM them. But if you DM me, matter of fact, cut everybody out. DM me, whoever, the first person who DMs me, and no lie, on any social media platform, whoever comes in at the time stamped with the code word, I got you. Okay, like you get the prize. Like can't nobody take it from you, and it is what it is. You know I don't play games, but thanks for tuning in to the Pretty Red ENT show, guys. Like make sure you do the healing work, but remember. Stay safe and stay dangerous. Remember, guys, wake up. It's time to rise, okay? And the divine feminine energy gonna rise, so we're returning back to where we need to be at, okay? But thanks for tuning in to the Pretty Red ENT show.